All right, welcome everyone to this week's MCL Valorant game. Today we have Glendale Community College versus Phoenix College. We're just getting started with our first game of the night. This is going to be best 2 out of 3. And here casting with me, I have Ollie and Peyton. If you guys would like to say hello.
Ayo.
Hi, welcome back for another week.
Yeah, so I will admit, I have not actually gotten to see these two teams play, so this is definitely an exciting match for me. Um, you guys have any thoughts on your side?
In a very
I,
biased opinion, I think Mesa will win.
Ooh,
just because you said that, I'm gonna go with Glendale
all
for
right.
this one. I haven't seen these two teams play either, so it'll be interesting.
Oh, my apologies. I totally introduced that wrong. That is Mesa. There we go. Fix that up real quick.
Well, let's look at the picks. Um, for Haven, I'm honestly surprised that I don't see a Viper or somebody with a wall. It's very interesting.
We do have the smokes on both sides. That is pretty typical, I'd say, for these maps.
Yeah.
Oh wow, do neither
So
of
it's
these teams have heals? Okay.
Oh, that's interesting too.
They're
Yeah,
very
there's been.
confident in their abilities.
Mhm.
Let's see how well deserved that confidence is.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting to see how the duelists compete with each other. Like Jet on the GCC side and Praise on the Mesa side. It'll be nice
Yeah,
to see.
absolutely.
I also see that. Uh, wait.
If I were to pick who wins based on the best banner, I think for me today it would probably be Mommy Milkers.
I have to go with Nate's. Just aesthetically appealing.
Definitely no bias.
No bias at all.
All right, and so let's see here. It looks like attacking first. Is that going to be uh, Glendale? Right, yep. It looks like we do have someone who's a little bit behind here, so we are taking a second to let them load in properly.
Hmm. I'm honestly surprised that more people like stuck with the pistol this round. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I'm honestly surprised with that. Usually there's a little more variety when it comes down to the first buy of a game. So it's very interesting to see.
I think that's because the majority of these teams focus on utilizing their util when they push on sites rather than their guns.
And looks like on the map that they're probably gonna go C, but KO is still More towards A. Who knows? Probably just buying right now.
He might have a slow flank on them. If they hard push C, he could get a lot of picks from that.
Yeah.
It looks like we are still in pause mode.
That KJ hasn't loaded in.
Wow. I just think it wouldn't be a game of Valorant if it didn't take about 10 minutes to load in.
Yeah.
I agree. It's never easy in this game. Killjoy's ping isn't even on the thingy in the
Yeah, they're not even in the lobby yet.
yeah.
I believe I saw a comment that they are attempting to reset. Let's see if that helps. I guess while we wait, it looks like only Kiwi here. Oh, wait, no, we've got Kiwi and Thigh Mason are the only ones who will be buying this round. Or at least guns. Oh, Dark too. Oh, and they made it. Let's go.
He loaded in.
Game time.
Like Kiwi's just gonna stay. Seeing if anyone's going to peek garage.
Bring them down.
Oh,
Found
and they
one.
draw their power. Oh, but Rose. It now looks like they're trying to push their C site while PZ, we're gonna go with that, is going through garage. And he's able to take Rose. While Daffy
Ace, they got the plant off. Glendo just gave him sight.
Ooh. There's
What a shot.
yeah. That was a really hard angle to watch because there's two people coming through the window of garage and then two people coming through the door.
Last player standing.
But it looks like Mesa takes the first round.
It looks like it.
I can say that from what I saw, it looks like Mesa kind of
They
splits
are
up.
mine.
So they do like a 3-2 thing. And Kiwi is going to garage again. Nate is going on to B site.
You're doing a very split push right now. If Nate can get the pick on the breach, they could push on the B side. Maybe take over C from there. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Kiwi came to come help Nate out on that.
They're pushing on the B, but their best choice would probably be to rotate now that they know that they're all pushing on them. Oh, but they taken over B site. Glendale's pushing back. Glendale retake B site.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Ooh, even.
Comes down to a 1v1.
But it looks like Dark doesn't know that Breach is on site.
30 seconds left.
That was
Ooh,
a
with
big
the
play from
clutch.
Dark.
Let's keep it going.
Very close
But,
round.
yeah. At that point, I mean, it looked like Breach kind of knew where Dark was coming from. It's just down to like game sense on what to do there.
Interesting that Mesa seems to be, yeah, it looks like they're going for the save.
Let's see, it looks like Nate is already a long. And, looks like the rest of the team is going to go.
Nate goes down to Breach's ability.
Flashbang. Calling down. Shutting them down.
Looks like,
Looks like they might rotate here.
yeah.
Probably their best option now that they've already lost 2 people on that push.
Looks like they're debating a rotate. Honestly.
Probably fake rotating right there. They pushed out that far. I don't think they made footsteps, so they heard it though.
30 seconds left.
That flick.
Big pick. I know where that Breach was A long though.
One enemy remaining.
Breach gets another big pick on this push.
Was able to get like, oh,
No more distractions.
It looks like the first round for Glendale.
Push no button. Save the day. Easy.
There. Suppressing.
it looks like Valve is going straight in to push garage with a knife.
Looks like they're gonna wait to pick up Spike. Oh, there he goes.
Cover going out.
Bring them down.
And Kiwi gets a pick on the site.
Sleep.
And Kiwi through a prowler.
Bring them down.
Get Killjoy. Let's see if they can keep that going.
One enemy remaining.
Doc is able to get the last 2 kills of the game, and Mesa takes this round.
Unfortunately, that's gonna leave Glendale with very little buying power this round. But they do have 2 ults and almost 2 more.
There.
If Glendale tries to play slow on their next push, they might have a chance of getting some picks off, but overall economy is pretty low.
Yeah, I don't see pistols doing very much against standards, but I guess it all comes down to gameplay. Oh,
Duffy's aware there's a jet there.
that was very close for Ty Mason. Doffy almost got the pick there. It looks like Dark is trying to push onto B.
This is playing their push really slow here.
Looks like Nate is holding
They
or watching Garage.
have left Spike pretty far behind.
But Eric is able
I can do
to
this
pick it
all
up.
day.
Oh, Doffy got another pick onto A site and is checking back site to see if anybody is going to come through that back entrance. And there's out. Nate got the pick on time. Looks like Milkers and Rose are sticking together for this round, and they're deciding how to
One
get the
enemy
fight.
remaining.
Oh,
2 before retakes couldn't go anywhere. It's pretty unlucky.
yeah, but it was really nice to see how like both teams had a little more patience with both defending and attacking, and they kind of tried to stay together more as a team and not trying to push solo.
They're definitely taking their time with their little microaggressions from their jet.
Gun here.
Yeah. So it looks like Doffy already has his knife out to suppress if he can. Looks like Kiwi and Chamber are going to push on to C a little bit. Doffy can see that jet there. Dark is throwing a bot through garage to clear that, but Bomb is in the window. Oh, and Dark is able to get that pick in garage. And Dark and Kiwi are now on site. Dark is low on health though. Kiwi, it looks like Kiwi's holding backside. Doffy is holding to see if he can get some picks with any
Knife deployed.
flankers. And it looks like
Curious if
Kate
maybe
and
they're
Victor
looking to save, or
maybe
Last player standing.
they're just trying to figure out strategy, but Kiwi saw suspected and was able to get quite a bit of damage before suspected got that pick, and Dark takes the final kill. It looks like it looks like Glendale might be on a save this round.
I don't think any of them can full buy. Their econ's kind of fucked.
sorry, must remind for language for stream.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if they can take back a little bit. We did see that one round.
This is going with the hard push down C long.
Very interesting tactics here from both teams. Very different from our last few rounds.
They're definitely getting a little more aggressive.
You lose.
Oh, and Nate is able to get a pick from Flink. Oh, but
It just had a really unlucky play right there.
Last player standing.
oh, the one before was a nice try there from Fade on GCC side.
It took that site really fast.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see that the aggression came out after a few rounds. it looks like they're kind of starting to figure out like the gameplay sort of GCC.
I also think they got really lucky there because normally Glendale has two people playing on C or Garage. They just went straight down C long and they're all in Garage and B. So that was a really lucky play on their part.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, it looks like TV and Dark are going to watch window to CB. Oh,
Silence.
Ooh, a
looks
very
like
nice pick there from Kiwi.
Bring them down.
oh, and
Though it looks like they were just luring them to A. Are they going to maybe rotate to C now?
That would be a good play.
it looks like it.
Although
I,
Glendale might be
And
getting a sense of this. Ooh, wait.
right, I do
yeah,
think maybe if they were going to do that, they should have probably pushed a little faster there onto C.
Definitely a lot faster. Looks like they're
them
going to slow
down.
push into Garage here. Glendale now aware of their presence in Garage and
There.
rotating.
Take hold. 30 seconds left.
Will Glendale be able to take over the site with the breach ult pushing it?
Where are
ooh, he was
Ooh,
watching back
Glendale with
there.
picks.
one enemy remaining?
Comes down to a 4v1 and Mesa goes down.
That was a very fast round for GCC.
Glendale definitely had a nice retake there off of that breach ult.
But I definitely know that this was probably a confidence booster for Sunday. Let's see if they keep that going.
At least that round proved that they're able to retake the site.
Yeah, I would say these rounds they're not too spread out for the most part. There are a couple rounds.
You want to play? Let's play.
It looks like they are watching windows from B. Looks like Nate is watching Garage. Oh, and KO is going straight through the window, and they're starting to push on to B. Uh,
Right there.
oh, and then Kiwi and
I'll find you.
Kiwi are going to Garage.
That was a fair trade right there.
Dark was able to get on the site. Too bad that he didn't have the spike. Or else they probably could have planted by now.
Glendale are up in players and they have ult, so it shouldn't be too hard to retake the site here.
It looks like Doffy just got a pick though. Through Garage, and Tommy's going through the Garage.
A lot of trades going on.
There is, and it's quickly becoming 2v2. That was really fast. Oh, but
Battle out.
diffusing.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Mark with a big play to avoid the op shot. That was close right
So
there.
close to the defuse there.
Last player standing.
Fees dies with the op though.
he's a pretty good economy though going into this round.
Lots of ults there for Glendale, it looks like, too.
Yeah, and for the Glendale side, you can see that by the KDA, they're kind of equally spread out, which shows that they're kind of a little more
Drop
like
the spike.
working together as a team. Oh, and it looks like Kiwi is checking Garage. Don't quite. It looks like Feezy is Watching to see if anybody comes through flank from A. Looks like Dark is trying to slow push. Oh, just peek onto B and go through garage. Looks like Kiwi and Dark are just slowly trying to go through garage onto C. But Dark is going to the whole garage. Oh, and Mommy Milkers gets the pick in garage on Dark.
Take hold.
Glendo now having to do another retake with 2 ults and up in players.
Where are you?
Mason gets the pick on Nate.
Last player standing.
Those are big plays by Mason there with those picks in the op.
Yeah. It definitely looks like this is the momentum that GCC needs. Just getting those quick picks and being able to pick site pretty fast.
There.
Oh, it looks like Doffy's already ready to see if he can suppress anyone on A. And it looks like Doffy and Easy are going into. Well, it looks like Doffy's gonna try to go to the garage and just see if he can clear that. It looks like he's waiting to see if somebody's going to come through window on garage. It looks like they are slow pushing onto B just to see if. Oh,
Glendo's breached with the 2 picks.
Knife deployed.
oh, and Doffy throws a knife onto B, but is going to try to clear garage along with Feezy. Oh, and it looks like Dark is following. Oh, unlucky. Doffy had his retail out and Nost was able to get the pick.
This is in a really bad position here with both
30
of them
seconds
being in
left.
garage. Ooh. Freeze gets the pick on KJ though.
Yeah. Oh, and Dark is able to get the pick on Nost and is able to go on.
Last player standing.
But
Dark was
Rose is
unaware of
Seconds
Omen's
left.
presence,
Spike
and
down.
Rose
C.
gets both of them.
That was very nice to see on
Last
Glendale's
round
side.
before the switch.
That they just had some people. That's almost like waiting for them to come onto C site this round.
Yeah, Glendale
mean,
did a
that's-
really good job there, not trying to rotate too early. And also with that breach playing on the B, that was pretty big right there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if Mesa will change up their strategy this round, and maybe push A.
They have started to pick up Spike in their initial push now.
They have, and it looks like they are pushing A.
Bring them
Oh,
down.
and Fade was able to get
Find you.
Jet. Well, let's see.
Right where I
Oh,
thought.
and Kiwi starts off with a pick.
Ace is going with a very aggressive push using 2 ults off the bat.
He was able to get pick.
Lindo now having to do a 3-man retake.
Initiated.
Oh, that was a very nice ult on the first part.
Omen kill. One enemy remaining.
He was able to get another pick. Oh wow, that was very fast.
They pushed a little too early there.
Switching sides.
If Glendo just waited a little bit longer, they probably would have had a few picks right there.
Yeah, I would agree. I think sometimes defenders get a little anxious, I would say. Um, because most of the time you can be a little slower when defending because the attackers have to plant within a certain amount of time. It's
There.
better to just wait out the time.
Very true.
There.
Hmm. On Glendale's side, it looks like they are all in that
Take hold.
same area. Like they
No
might go through
charges.
A. And they
Lindo being a
are.
little aggressive with these angles here, though.
Yeah, immediately going on to A.
I'll find you. Mark 2.
It looks like they are officially on site, but Kiwi is able to
Spike
get the
down
pick
A.
by Mason. Oh, and Verse is in hell watching. And, oh, that was very close on Rose's part. They were almost to get that pick on KO.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Verse got 2 picks.
Mason now in a 2v1 position with Spike planted.
But Rose is lurking in hell while Nate is in heaven.
That was a very unlucky push.
Huge plays
Yeah.
from Rose that round.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Glendale to be aggressive on the attacker side. I was honestly expecting a little more slower pushes, but it's very interesting to see that they played aggressive.
I think that's probably the mind game they were trying to do with Mesa. They weren't being really aggro on defense, and now when they went on offense, they pushed really aggro, and they got that side pretty good.
Yeah, I know Valorant has a lot of mind games for sure. It looks like they are
Mesa's
going
being
on A.
really, really aggressive with this mid push.
Let's hope it works in their benefit, because now they have the king on both sides of them. Ooh, and Mommy is able to get a pick on Nate. Oh, and Kiwi.
KJ got that
Right
flanker.
there.
Mesa now having to do a retake.
Ooh,
Glendale's eco is a lot more than theirs, though.
and it looks like Dark is heaven. Whereas
One enemy
Oh.
remaining.
Yuzi was able to get a pick, but was immediately met with a trade from suspected.
So
That
much
was
further
almost a
if
really
you're
big play
patient.
right there. If he got that fade, he could have gotten a Spectre and maybe had a better chance at that 1v1.
Yeah, I would definitely say that round was close for sure.
Time to work.
I wonder if they're gonna try a different site. Oh, it looks like they are. It looks like somebody's going to. Oh, no. No. Wow. It's interesting to see that Time Mason's immediately pushing with no hesitation.
Spike down A.
But Dirk is able to get 2 picks through A long. Looks like it's down to just. It's a 2v3. Oh, and it looks like they're rotating. But Nate is on C site and Feezy is watching mid. Oh, are they gonna be able to sneak past him? Looks like they're going to go through garage.
They have a lot of time here, so they are playing really slowly.
Yeah. They have somebody at every site. It's
30 seconds left.
It's gonna be really hard for. Oh,
One enemy
Mace is
remaining.
now alerted
oh,
of their
Spike
presence in
down, C.
garage.
that was a very like close for them.
That was close, but Mace's positioning on that defense side was pretty good.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we have a timeout. Could be tactical, could be somebody needing to fix something.
Mhm. Uh, econ and see how each team's doing there. Um,
Little difficult to read with that timeout note, but
yeah. I would say the kills are definitely, well, not the kill. Oh yeah, the KDA is definitely more spread out on uh, Glendale's side than Mesa's. Hmm. It looks like they're going to go push on to A again, which I wonder if trying a different site might benefit them.
If they try A this round, it probably will. Mace has only got one defender on A side.
Yeah.
Concussing!
Hmm. Oh, it looks like they're just playing aggressive, just going for picks this round.
Think.
Oh, there's just morning workers. Kiwi was lurking right there in that corner.
Lindo has taken over C side though, with Mason now having to retake it.
Looks like Ty Mason's watching backside while Owen's watching Garage and Fade is watching Blink.
One down. No charges. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Made with a big play right there.
Yeah. Spectre was able to get 2 picks right there in that few seconds.
I wasn't watching him, but I think he just spray transferred onto the both of them.
oh, it looks like we have another timeout coming.
That last round, um, it was Glendale was definitely playing aggressive. It looks like they were thinking about going through A, but then they went to the window on B and they were just watching B and then were able to rotate to C and plant on C and they were able to take the round.
Their fears betrayed them. Get out of my way!
expected will ult this round. But it looks like Jet and Breach are going
Bring them
to
down.
A long.
Glendale does has the advantage in their ult economy here.
And it looks like Jet already
Spike
ulted,
down
so I
A.
wonder if anybody else will too.
It does have really good positioning on their defense side though.
They do.
If Omen plays it smart here, he could probably go to C and just TP grab Spike. But it looks like he's gonna manually grab it and probably TP onto another side.
Which it looks like Dark might be watching sight.
One enemy remaining. Spike down
So
A.
Dark is able to kill Rose.
I'll find you.
Yeah, Milkers is in a really bad position right there.
Yeah.
I think if Glendale just decided to rotate, they could have easily grabbed Spike and probably had a good plant.
There. Stay focused. There. Bring them
This is
down.
being
Versus
really
Vivian.
aggro on the C push. Rose gets 2 picks off that push though.
Shadows traveling.
Wow, that benefited Glendale.
Definitely in there.
Stay in sight. Hush.
Ooh. Unlucky on time Mason. They were going for the orb.
Glendale's unaware there's only one guy on site though.
Spike planted.
Oh, and they are planting.
They aren't aware of Dark's presence at all.
One enemy remaining.
Nope. Oh,
Shutting them down.
it's a 1v2.
That was a really good play for Dark right there.
Gun here.
See if Glendale will change up their strategy this round. And it looks like they might.
Glendale once again has the goal economy advantage, but if they get picked off before they're able to use it, it won't really matter.
But it looks like... Oh, it's about the same with ult economy.
Blocking sight.
Time Mason's able to get onto B site, but... isn't aware of Rocky.
Goffy's ult kind of gave him away right there. That's really unlucky to see.
Last player standing.
This is a very fast round. Ooh.
Got some nice picks, but he wasn't able to clutch it in the 1v4.
Looks like the aggression from
Match point.
Glendale didn't really work out in their favor last round.
They did a good job of getting onto site, but they weren't really able to hold it.
Yeah. You know, they haven't tried C, which I wonder if Mace is gonna put anybody on C. Oh, yep. Looks like Doffy's going. No, not Doffy.
Take hold.
Easy.
No charges.
It's going to C.
It's like Glendale's adopting Mace's strategy and leaving the spike behind.
And they're trying to push on C.
Bring them down.
Oh, and they're able to get the pick on Feezy.
Face your fear.
Glendale gets a really good pick there. They got a fatal coming in. Doesn't get anyone though. They've already cleared
Oh, it
site.
looks like Almost all of Mesa's garage or
Spike planted.
This is gonna have a hard time retaking this.
Them!
Just use their only ult for
No
the round.
charges. Where are we? found one. Still
They're able to get picks to make it a 3v3 though.
mm-hmm. Suspected is watching. Oh no, they moved.
one enemy remaining.
That was a good flank from Nate there.
Mm-hmm.
Push no button. Save the day. Defenders win.
All right, and that concludes the first game of the evening. Definitely pretty close there. It was looking like it was leaning one way in the beginning, and we saw things turn around a bit. Very exciting.
Yeah, and it definitely looks like the KDA spread out for the most part throughout the entire game, which means they're probably a pretty good match against each other. Hmm.
All right, so we will take a short break while the teams prepare for the next round. We'll be back shortly with more games. All right, and it looks like we are back. Just getting our side swap there. There we go. And yeah, so this is game 2 of 3 for Valorant. We have Glendale Community College going against Mesa Community College. And here with me, I do have Ollie and Peyton, who will be casting. If you guys would like to say hi.
Ayo.
Hello.
We did
Hello.
have our first round went to Mesa. It was actually pretty close though, so hopefully this will be another exciting game.
Mm-hmm. I would say the most interesting pick would be Killjoy. I don't see very many of Killjoys for uh most rounds, but I know she's a popular pick on this game.
Usually Cage's interchangeable with Chamber. Kind of do the same thing. They both can easily watch a flank, but you know, just players.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, and it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they play after the first game to see if like they'll switch up their strategy entirely or if it'll just be like kind of similar to last game for the most part.
Yeah. Overall, their agents haven't changed much. I think the least is like one or like one agent on each team has changed.
Yeah. Oh, and it looks like she's watching mid.
This is going with a hard mid push. The tree?
But it looks like they're just waiting. Looks like Mo's is watching through a window and casing.
Spike planted.
Oh, but they expected him there, and Fade was able to dodge him or prowler him. Looks like they're in hell and on site. And Jet is watching flank, and Nate is watching backstage.
Last player standing.
Going into that retake, Mesa did have the higher player count right there. Kind of played in their favor.
Yeah.
That works.
It looks like Dirk is watching mid. Oh, no.
This is going with a little bit of a slower push this time.
Looks like Doffy is going through mid onto A site. Looks like he's gonna go through tree probably to A. And Easy and Nate are pushing together. And they are able to get. Oh, yeah.
Flash.
Doffy, it was the Time Mason.
One
and
enemy remaining.
And was able to get suspected, but Time Mason quickly got Doffy. Although Time Mason is low health.
Low health and in a 1v3 situation.
And it doesn't. Oh.
Still manages to get Nate though with his 17 HP.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, very
that
good attempt.
That was a really good push for them. If he had more HP, he might have been able to do some more right there.
That was definitely good on Glendale's part. that was
Looks
very
like
nice for Ty Mason.
looks like that's gonna get them the full buy too, except for Rose there. Oh, they're going for it.
I will be their nightmare.
Oh, and are they going on to B this time?
Looks like it. They got 3 on mid. Leaving the spike behind so they can monopolize more players up.
It looks like Dark and is it just Dark? No.
They just
Dark
smoked off mid. They might be trying to go through tree again.
and oh, but Ty Mason was able to see them. Definitely blew their location there. They definitely have the advantage right now when it comes down to numbers. Oh,
One enemy remaining. Here. Flawless.
ooh. That was a nice try from Rose, but it was a 1v5 situation.
Yeah, I think that's something Mesa does really well with. When they're really aggressive, they know how to use their util in the right spots.
Yeah, and they definitely know how to use their util together. Um, like team-wise.
Oh yeah. Mesa's once again leaving their spike behind.
Hmm.
Mason gets the pick on Dompy though.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ty Mason.
Toaster is broken.
Oh, and it looks like Dark's pushing onto site, but Rose is watching?
Ryzen gets the pick on Rose. Mesa now having the advantage with a
Spike
4-2
planted.
lead.
Looks like Glenda's gonna try to come through heaven, maybe? Oh, and Owen's able to get suspected.
I'll find you.
Ooh, looks like Soba's trying to be a little aggressive
One
there.
enemy remaining.
Ryzen had a lot of faith in his teammates to break that fade eyeball.
It is done.
Um, ooh, Mesa's econs. They're going full buy, so both teams are definitely going full buy, but it looks like, um, they're definitely putting their all into this buy. Except Ty Mason. He might be trying to save for an op.
A classic round from Ty Mason. That'll be interesting.
He won't be needing a real gun. He has his ult here.
That makes sense.
Gets the pick on Kaizen on mid.
Blocking sight.
Looks like Nate was wanting to slow push on a B, but Spike is solo, so he might just be watching flank now, and it looks like he's gonna.
Dark gets the pick on Mason at mid. Mason now tied with the 3-3 player count.
Looks like Dark and Freezy might slow push on to A, while Nate is rotating through mid. Possibly might go through tree. He might just try
That's
to
a
go through
good
that.
pick from Rose right there. Looks like Dark's gonna rotate to B. Nate probably gave a call out that he heard them rotating.
30 seconds left.
Very strategic plays there from Mesa.
Looks like Nate's gonna watch and wait for the rotate back onto B.
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Able to get mommy milkers.
Fade having to do a solo retake.
Find you.
She's too paranoid about what the chamber's doing.
Looks like she's gonna start while Mesa's on TV. She's gonna have to watch Boathouse and
One enemy remaining.
Suspected played his cards there very well, but he just didn't have enough time to get him.
Very close to all ults there for Mesa this round. Although Glendale's is not far behind. May see a couple of ults coming out this round. We'll see.
it looks like Dark's gonna be in mid with a op.
Dark gets a really unlucky leg shot with that op though.
Maybe trying to draw their attention there. It looks like they're pushing on to B pretty quickly. Killjoy is watching. Oh.
Cover going out.
Spike planted.
And it looks like Rose and Killjoy are going to push together to try to retake that site.
One enemy remaining.
Mason with a clutch double stick. Still goes down.
That was a very aggressive few moments there from both teams. They were both pushing, trying to retake and fully take site.
Mason with two
Spike
big picks
down
on
mid.
mid.
Looks like Daffy was watching to see if anybody was going to come through tree and was able to get a pick from there.
Shadows traveling.
Glendale
Looks like
with
they
the
might
lead.
play.
Glendale are up in players, but looks like Mesa has the advantage with the spike about to be planted.
And it looks like Linda is
Spike
but
planted. One enemy
Dark
remaining.
was able to pick the window and whose time is
Yeah.
Looks
like
like
Glendale's
Dark's
gonna
gonna
take the win.
save.
Looks like they're gonna go on to B site while Dark is going to watch flank maybe?
Suppressed.
Chamber pushes down slow. They start to push on to B. It looks like they're aware of Killjoy's presence.
Glendale with an early pick on Mesa though.
Spike planted.
Glendo's getting a lot of good picks with their
One
aggressive
enemy
retake.
remaining.
It definitely looks like Glendale plays best when they're playing aggressive.
100%.
Oh, and there's a timeout from Mesa. It's definitely been interesting to see these rounds. Um, we've seen that Glendale kind of slowed down a little bit. Mm, Hopefully, this last round was a confidence booster for Glendale. Maybe they'll start um, playing a lot more aggressively.
It's definitely not too late for them to turn things around. This was around the time last game that we really saw them start to pick back up. So curious to see if maybe they take advantage of this timeout and maybe figure out some strategy.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they're preparing for what might happen. It definitely looks like Mesa's a little more spread out in their KDA. And the econs are about the same for both teams,
Again.
so they both need this round.
That's a crazy Fate lineup that just marked Nate.
You are powerless.
Looks like Mesa's going to this A push really aggro with the KO being active. Mason unable to get a pick to the Omen smoke.
Yeah, it definitely looks like they're using their ults this round.
Spike
Mesa
planted.
Nate was watching mid onto C, but looks like it's going out to rotate as everybody seems to be pushing onto A.
Nowhere to run. Your fault. One enemy remaining.
That was definitely an interesting round to see from both teams. Honestly, it's a little unfortunate for Nate as he was waiting to see if he could get some picks through mid. To push onto B side pretty quickly, but Fade was able to
It had good uses of her siege ability right there, but wasn't able to stop him
Spike
entirely.
planted.
Mesa having full control B side.
It really didn't seem like they took a lot of advantage of that ability though too. They used it and then none of them really seemed to initiate from it, but
yeah, it definitely looks like they're trying to figure out how to get onto site as it
Last
looks
player
like
standing.
the team was either in they were
I think the only thing that's like kind of lacking in ability usage is they're both like both teams are able to use their abilities, but the only thing is Mesa's able to really follow through with them, and Glendel's kind of hesitant with their abilities.
yeah, I agree. From what I've seen, yeah, it seems like both teams are using them, but like you said, Mesa's really taking the full advantage of that ability use. What an interesting way to start here. Teams on opposite ends of the map.
They're going out.
This is the first time we see
Looks
Glendale
like this is
try
a
to
save
push
round.
in.
Glendale's hard saving. That kind of broke.
Could explain
Spike
this
planted.
interesting play that they're going for this time, for sure.
It probably would have been a good play if the Mesa team had actually pushed that site.
Mm-hmm.
Last player standing.
If he's able to get 2 before he goes down,
Placing alarm bot.
Now down to just 1v4. It was a nice try from Homeworkers.
Last round in the half.
it's probably a good idea to save on that round. Just, this is the last 1.5.
Did allow the full buy for them, so that's good. Does look like Nate's got the op. See how they deal with that.
See if Glendale can get the 9-3 curse.
Oh no, you said it! They may not get it now. Hopefully they do.
Get out of my way.
Suspected has really good lineups for his haunt ability.
So I don't play KO a lot. Does his flash have a range, it looks like? Is that
No.
right? Okay.
Does not have a range. It goes everywhere.
They found my trap.
It doesn't really look like anybody's watching flank, so I wonder if Nate's going to do that. Oh, and he is.
Nate gets flashed though.
Oh, unfortunately.
He stayed scope so he wasn't able to see the jet. Glendale having numbers advantage here with this retake.
And Tyvus is able to do it with the op.
Last player standing.
Oh, that was very close.
That was a really close round right there.
Switching sides.
They demand a fight.
It was nice to see KO's flash and the way they worked off of that utility.
See if the side swap will work out in Glendale's favor.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to get that 90 curse.
I think if Glendale can just manage to either have a really slow push and hope that Mesa's like really aggro towards them, or if they just push as a whole team like Mesa's been doing, they might be able to capture site. Good Soba Dart coming in from Mesa's side.
Looks like they are gonna go into B, purposely slowing it down, but Doppy is waiting.
Their
Rose is
numbers
now
might be
with
equal.
me.
Glendale's kind of low in health.
Yeah.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
Kaizen with the lurk gets
B.
both of them.
Ooh,
Oh,
very nice play there from Doffy and Kaizen.
they didn't check Boathouse. I wonder how differently that round would have went had they suspected somebody in Boathouse.
Alarm bot out.
I think Rose is
Bring
waiting
them down.
for flank. or they might be trying. I don't know. They're going to be.
Nate and Delphi playing really aggressive here on the B main. Nate goes down to a classic though.
Notice that able to get a pick. It looks like A site of both sides are clear, so it's really just down to oh, but it looks like Sova getting ready to push on to A. But they're just waiting and is suppressing. If that didn't. That's 2v2. About equal.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Wow.
Mesa played that really well.
Yeah. Definitely had me on my toes there for.
I'll be
This is
honest.
doing pretty good too.
When they first started that round and the Fade kind of joined
point.
a little bit late there, I was kind of wondering if that was like a part of their strategy that they went A, or if it was just kind of like moving based on the picks. Little confusing there for a second.
I think that rotate was based off of the, what was it? FaZe's dart kind of marked half their team on A, so they kind of had a forced rotate right there.
Let's see how they play this next round. It looks like half their team is watching mid or going through mid, while the other half is just trying to see if they can go through.
Bring them down.
Tunnel to get on to B.
Pop and Flash and Doffy didn't work out right there.
Oh, and then Zafika is able to get a pick.
Still taking over market.
Spike down B.
Looks like Mesa's very hesitant to
Ooh,
rotate.
Glendale learned their lesson. They checked Boathouse before they planted.
Spike planted.
And it looks like they no longer have a choice. They're going. It looks like Kaysen's very hesitant on rotating. He's checking market and spawn to see if anybody's going to come through there, but it looks like now Kaysen's rotating. It looks like Dark is on the opposite side.
Dark might be able to get a pick here on that KO if he peeks.
Which he might, knowing that Kaysen is in market.
At this point, it almost seems like they ought to save if with the slow push. Or maybe they're just playing for the picks at this point, yeah.
Last player standing.
This is enough time.
Very nice on Glendale's part. They definitely played together. Ty Mason went around back into market to get Kaysen. Danny, do you know if any of these teams played together last year?
Yeah, actually,
extra money if
I
anyone
don't
needs.
recognize all the tags, but I do see at least a handful of recognizable ones there. I want to say I recognize more from the Mesa team. Definitely some new faces as well, but I would say that under assumption, I would say I believe Mesa's probably had a lot more time to play together.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. It looks like they just have a lot more strategies down, a lot more gameplay practice on maps
Right.
together.
That would definitely explain the follow-up on those abilities as well. You know, the more time they've had to play together, the more they recognize each other's movement, when they're going to use those abilities, and how to follow up on them.
It definitely shows how
One enemy
even the
remaining.
KDAs show that they're playing together as a team, whereas Glendale's is a little more unbalanced.
Absolutely.
Going to 1v4.
Looks like Ty Mason is going to be playing the op round. And we've got a couple of ultimates there on the Glendale side.
It begins.
Wonder if they'll. Wonder how that'll be used. It looks like Ty Mason was waiting on mid to try to get a pick and was able to shoot someone, but unfortunately the shot just gave away their location and they took some damage from that. It looks like Glendale split on which site to take, and it looks like they are gonna go to. Oh,
Mason gets a big pick right there at mid.
I was just about to say, too, that positioning for Nate is nice for being able to hear that rotate. But unfortunately, did not work out well for him there. However, looks like Doffy's going to be able to let his team know that, or are they?
I don't think you heard it.
This point
Mason
now,
goes
we should
down.
see them rotate over. Yep.
Stealing sight.
It's a very close round. This could be the end of the game. We'll see what happens here.
they killed
30
her.
seconds left.
Oh,
We do have a couple ults still.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
unfortunate. It's now 1v2.
Suspected waited and got the kill on the KO.
Very nice.
Oh.
Round from Mesa.
And of course, now Glendale has almost all of their ultimates as well.
The spike is diffused.
Defenders
All
win.
right. And that concludes our games for tonight. That is our second game, so that's 2 points for Mesa Community College. Great games from both sides there. Though we can obviously see it was a little bit more on Mesa's side, we did have a lot of really close rounds there. Great plays on both sides. Do you guys have any last minute comments before we let everyone go tonight?
I would like to say that both teams played very well together. It was very nice to see like how they worked off each other's abilities and how they tried to push sites, whether it was taking or retaking sites as a team. And good job to all the players that played today.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely great plays. And this is our preseason, so there's a lot of time and room for these teams to grow. Very excited to see how differently these matches play out later in the season. So, yeah. Just want to say before we go tonight, big shout outs to our two casters tonight. You may recognize Ollie, I'm sure, from our other streams when I'm not here. And then Peyton, thank you so much for joining us as well. Really appreciate you. Thank you to our viewers for coming out and supporting your favorite teams. They love to hear your comments. And hopefully we'll see you again next week. We will also have a stream tomorrow. If you like, we have lots of other games that we stream throughout the week too. Just tune in around 7 or 8 p.m. and we'll have some awesome games for you. So thanks once again, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your night.